So, I went to Japan for my study abroad experience. I know, crazy, right? Well, I didn't have the funds for it, so thanks to the Gilman International Scholarship, which is run by the US State Department, I was able to receive $5,000. All I had to do was just write a few essays, submit it to Gilman, wait a little bit, and then boom, I was told that I got my $5,000 award. And so can you. You just must be a US citizen, must be an undergrad student in a good academic standing, and boom, I'm in Japan. Just flew in from El Paso to LA to Korea and to Fukuoka, which was like probably around 18, actually, 24 hours. Yeah, my last flight got delayed, so I had to stay overnight in Korea. Yeah, so like I said, if you want to study a semester or two abroad, just apply for the Gilman Scholarship. It's easy, it's quick. All you gotta do is probably fill out a few essays, submit your application, and then you get your money if you get approved. So I highly encourage you to apply, especially if you're in a poor financial situation, like many Americans are. So here is the hundreds of photos and videos that I took throughout Japan to showcase of what I experienced thanks to the Gilman Scholarship. And who knows, maybe at the end of the video, this might encourage you to sign up for Gilman. So in my first week in Japan, I basically just went to new places, tried to meet new people, try new food, which was all kind of nerve-wracking since this was my first time outside of the United States. So it was a bunch of learning how to process all of this, the culture shock, the language barrier, but over time I actually got used to it and it became pretty easy. The night before, me and some international students and some locals, we went to like a bar or restaurant to like meet everybody else. And then the next day we had orientation, meeting all the new people, the professors, and the speech from the president of the university. Then we started class, but then a few days later we got hit by a typhoon. I was trying to get groceries so I can stock up, but my umbrella broke. So we were stuck in our dorms for like a day or two, and class was held online. And the rain was pretty bad actually. I didn't know like typhoons get this bad, but to be honest, this was my first typhoon. My favorite place to go in Fukuoka was actually Fukuoka Tower, which was the biggest tower in Japan. As you can see from my view on Trans Mountain in El Paso to the city view of Fukuoka on Fukuoka Tower is absolutely breathtaking and amazing. And so is the beach, it's honestly incredible. The thing I love most about the tower is that it changes designs or lights like every seasonal or months, as you can see in these photos. The cool thing about my dorm is that I live right next to a beach, which is like a 10-minute walk. The views were amazing, the beach was so clean, and the water was so relaxing to be in, especially during the summertime of Japan where it was so hot and humid. And at night where like the sunset is so incredible along with all the lights on the buildings. In school, I learned how to do calligraphy, which is like a form of Japanese art. I also took the beginner's course of Japanese as I learned how to write and read my name. And I also worked in a film project working with other international students, and the whole film was in Japanese, so I had to like speak Japanese for the film, which is honestly an incredible learning experience for me. Also, I did go to a Japanese movie theater to see how it is compared to America, and it's pretty similar, honestly. I mean, my walk there was incredible as I got a nice view of the city. The tickets were cheap, the snacks were pretty good, but smaller portion. And I had to like order the ticket in Japanese as the lady didn't speak English and didn't have any self-service, so it was a good way to like test out my Japanese. But overall, it was a good movie. Then came Halloween. I was invited to hang out with some people, and honestly, it was a good experience as we went to like a international Halloween party where we met up with the other international students. I met up with some locals, and we played a game. Like we played this toilet paper game where we had to wrap our teammate in it to see who can get the most toilet paper wrap in under a minute. Like honestly, it was pretty incredible. Like I had so much fun there. I met new people there, and I was glad I went. After Halloween, I actually went to my first baseball game, my first sporting event actually. And it was actually pretty incredible. Like, I never really cared or watched baseball, but seeing how the locals were really into their local baseball team, like, it actually got me interested in watching baseball. It was a really good atmosphere as the fans were crazy. and everybody just had a good time, and I had a good time too. As you can see here, the fans are absolutely obsessed with the baseball team, and they have a great fan base here. Like, I love the vibe and everything about it here. Obviously, living in a new country, my diet is not going to be the same compared to what it was in the States. So I decided to learn how to cook. Like, as you can see, I'm learning how to cook my own noodles with noodles, fried eggs, and I also bought some onigiri, which is like the rice balls with like either tuna, chicken, or any other things, which is honestly one of my favorite snacks in Japan. On days that I don't really cook, which is probably like most days, I will go out to local restaurants to try new food. Like, for example, this ramen place in Fukuoka is honestly my favorite spot to eat. Like, the ramen is so good. Like, I will come here so often because of how good it is. The most crazy experience I had in a restaurant in Japan was this sushi belt right here. It's because, like, you just go there, sit down, order food off a tablet, and the food just slides right into you, like in a little converter belt, which is really fascinating to see, as you will never see this in America because people will like try to steal your food in the process, which shows the trust that this country has in its fellow people, which I love. And yeah, the food there was incredible, as you can order as much as you want, and all you gotta do is just pay at the end at the counter. Well, yeah, and if you order enough, you get this little like little ball with like a little toy in it, which is really cool to see. I also went to this tempura restaurant, which is really cool as you get whatever you order, the food just keeps on coming. Like, I was shocked after my first plate because I was like, all right, I guess that's it. But the waiter just kept giving us more food, which was really like confusing at first. But hey, I didn't complain about it as it was incredible. Also, I would try like new meals, like for example, this natto beans, because I saw a bunch of it on my TikTok page, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So I bought it, I tried it, and it was very messy to eat, as I didn't know it was like that sticky, and it was, I don't know, it was an interesting texture and interesting milk to eat. I liked it overall. It was okay, but yeah, I'll totally get it again. Another thing I love about my dorm is that it was right next to a bunch of gas stations. Like, for example, Lawson's. Like, I can just go in there since it's open 24/7 to either get a late night meal or just a midnight snack. Like, for example, I'm doing in this video, and this is actually where I get most of my snacks and dinners, I guess, as they have more in their gas station than what we have in America's gas station. An interesting fact about Japan is that it's very common to get your dinner at like a gas station. Like, for example, at 7-Eleven, they have like a bunch of like pre-made meals, onigiri rice bowls, boba teas, and like ramen noodles. Even like all you gotta do is just either put hot water in it or just put it in the microwave or oven. Like like look at all this selection that you can have for dinner. Like, is honestly mind blowing. I also experienced my first ever school festival in Japan. Like, in America, we do not have a school festival at all. We have like prep rallies in high school, but that's about it. But what's honestly crazy is that we have Thanksgiving break for a week. They don't have Thanksgiving as a holiday, but they do have the school festival week off, meaning like the whole week of maybe November, second or third week of November, they have it off. So I attended the school festival. I saw some dances. In the other days of the break, I also attended like certain parts of Fukuoka, like for example, this park. Like, it was a really big park. They had like cool views, lots of animals. Like, look at this building, it's honestly amazing, and a nice view of the city. I also actually went to an island off the coast of Fukuoka, Nokomoshimo Island. Like, it's honestly very cool. Like, this was my first time ever on a boat. Like, this island was honestly incredible. Like, the beautiful plants, flowers, the food there was amazing. And just hiking up this mountain, like, it was honestly a very like unique experience, and I loved it. Like I love hiking and outside adventure. I also went back to downtown Fukuoka to explore new shopping centers, to check out new things, as I wanted to buy some souvenirs for myself and for my family. So I decided to go to this big mall called the Now City, and it was really big. Like I got lost multiple times as it was like 4 stories, and I saw this local band playing. So it was a very unique experience to see them play. Also, people were handing out monsters, and the monsters there are incredible, honestly. Also, I love to like visit like these shrines across Fukuoka, as I just find these shrines interesting, and I would do like prayers every time I come in. I went to this castle in Fukuoka Park, and it was really interesting. It was massive. Like honestly, like this was my first time ever seeing a castle, so I was intrigued by the idea of it. But I loved it. It was interesting, and the historic information behind it was is really amazing to hear. And so is this view of the city. Even though me and some other Americans weren't at home for Thanksgiving with our families, we still celebrated our own Thanksgiving with our other international students, American or not. And it was an amazing day. Everybody got together. Thanks to our friend, he cooked for us. Like, it was an amazing day, and I loved it.
You guys have made this trip to Japan wonderful. It'll be over soon, but I'm very happy that we're all together now and we can share this day. So, without carrying on too long, let's eat.
Thank you, Chris, for that beautiful speech. Despite being in another country, I still ate McDonald's. I had to try the McDonald's in Japan, and it did not disappoint. They have so many different selections, different from our selection here in America. Like the food there was honestly good. The fries were different in a good way. The only complaint I have about it is the size portion. Like the drink was so small. But either way, I gave it a 10 out of 10. A thing I learned about Japanese people is that they are obsessed with thrifting stores, like buying, like reselling stuff. So me and my friends, we went to like this gaming thrift store, and it was really cool. Like we saw a bunch of games that we cannot buy in America since they are so old and they're already discontinued. But it was interesting seeing all these old Nintendo's games that were released before I was even born. But it was such an amazing experience. I didn't buy anything, but just looking at all these were incredible. They don't have Walmart in Japan, but what they do have is Donkey, and honestly, like this is so much better than Walmart's. Like I love it here. They have so many stories, so many selection, so much amazing food that you can eat. Like the candy, the Kit Kat candies, the Japanese stuff, everything is incredible to look at. Also, the product there is so high quality. Like, for example, the sunscreen there was amazing. The food there was great. The souvenirs, like, I bought so much souvenir for myself and for my family, and they loved it. Like, honestly, this was like probably one of my most favorite part about Japan. Then came December. Going downtown to check out the Christmas lights, Christmas trees, Christmas festivals was honestly amazing. Like, I did not expect Japan to go all out for Christmas. Like, look at this. The light shows are amazing. Everything they do is wonderful. Like, they are obsessed with Christmas, and I love it. Like, look at this tree, look at this light. The ice skating rink is incredible. Like I said before about Fukuoka Tower, like they love changing it for seasonal or for holiday purposes. Like look at Fukuoka Tower right now with the Christmas tree. It is honestly amazing to look at. And this is like the last video I took of Fukuoka Tower. So I did celebrate my birthday in Japan. As you can see right here, my birthday was on the day everybody left, but we celebrated a week out so we can all have a good time. And thank you everybody for this. This is honestly incredible and I love it. This... On the day before we left, I did give out the commencement speech for my beginners class. I delivered the first beginning of it in Japanese, and then I delivered the rest of it in English, as my Japanese wasn't that great. But still, it was such an incredible experience to give out this moment. And it was also a very heartbreaking moment as I had to say goodbye to all of my friends, my teachers, student teachers, and it was just sad to realize that today or tomorrow was going to be my last day here in Japan. So me and my friends, we went out to this temple. We walk up this enormous amount of stairs just to reach the top of this mountain, and the view of the city was honestly incredible. But knowing that this is my last view of the city was such a sad thing to process. But I know that I'm gonna come back to this city one day, as this has honestly been one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and I would do this again. The very next day, I cleared out my dorm, packed up everything, turned in my dorm key to the dorm owner, and I was ready to roll out with my suitcase. I had one last slice of pizza, paid off my health insurance, said goodbye to all my friends, and I was ready to board the subway and the bus to Fukuoka Airport. From Fukuoka Airport, I went to Incheon, Korea. For my layover, I spent 16 hours in Korea before I boarded my flight from Korea to Los Angeles. I spent an entire day in Los Angeles. I didn't get home to El Paso until like maybe 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was such a long journey home, but I'm glad that I was home. I miss my family and I miss everybody that I know. But I will miss Japan. I will miss everybody, the friends I made. I made so many great memories. I met so much incredible people. I had a great time. Made new connections. Like, I'm gonna miss everybody I know. I will miss the food. I will miss all the late night karaoke nights we had as a group. Like, those were honestly the greatest times. But yeah, it's time to go home. But I will miss everybody. Thank you, everybody, for such amazing memories, for everything. Even though we were strangers at first, we left as amazing friends. Like, I'm honestly gonna miss this experience. I'm gonna miss everything about it. But it is such a good feeling to be home. If I had to do this again, I would 100% do this. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to apply for the Gilman Scholarship. Like I said, it's an easy process. Fill out some essays, you send it into Gilman, and you could potentially get $5,000 in scholarship assistance for your trip like this. Like, look at this. Who wouldn't want to do this? But yeah, I'm gonna miss everybody. Thank you so much for the incredible experience, and I hope to see you guys all again sometime in the future. And thank you once again for making this one of the best times of my life. And thank you, Gilman, for giving me the opportunity to do this. Thank you so much.